Welcome to the Lifestyle Medicine Update. I'm Dr. James Meschino. In the December 2021 proceedings of the National Academy of Sciences, a team of evolutionary biologists and biomedical researchers outlined the evolutionary and scientific evidence showing that humans who evolved to live many decades after they stopped reproducing remained physically active in their later years. They contend that remaining physically active later in life significantly helps reduce the risk of cardiovascular disease, type 2 diabetes, osteoporosis, Alzheimer's disease, depression, and even some forms of cancer. The researchers say that physical activity later in life shifts energy away from processes that can compromise health and toward mechanisms in the body that actually extend health and longevity. They conclude that humans evolved to remain physically active as they age, and in doing so to allocate energy toward repair and maintenance of processes that slow the body's gradual deterioration. More specifically, physical activity directs energy allocation to repairing tears in muscles, repairing cartilage damage, and healing microfractures. It also causes the release of exercise-induced antioxidants and some natural anti-inflammatory agents and enhances blood flow. All of this adds up to a lower risk of diabetes, obesity, some types of cancer, osteoporosis, Alzheimer's disease, and depression. So how much activity do we need as we grow older? Well, evidence shows that contemporary hunter-gatherers who lived about 40,000 years ago averaged about 135 minutes of moderate to vigorous physical activity a day. Those who survived childhood tended to live 7 decades, approximately 20 years past the age at which humans generally stop having children. Fossil evidence indicates that these extended lifespans were common by 40,000 years ago, contrary to the belief that human lifespans until recently were very short. It's not just in recent years that people have lived to be 70, 80, 90, and 100. 40,000 years ago, some of these hunter-gatherers had the same experience. But the ones who survived like this tended to be physically active. So what's jarring is the fact that these hunter-gatherers burned 6 to 10 times more energy each day than present-day average North American adults. According to the lead author of the paper, Dr. Daniel Lieberman, he says, the key take-home point here is that because we evolved to be active throughout our lives, our bodies need physical activity to age well. In the past, daily physical activity was necessary in order to survive. But today we have to choose to be physically active, doing it voluntarily for the sake of health and fitness. Dr. Lieberman goes on to explain that physical activity levels have been decreasing worldwide as machines and technology replace human labor. We all know that. A recent study from Dr. Lieberman's lab showed that Americans are engaging in less physical activity than they did 200 years ago. Not surprising. So what's the solution? Well, in many of my previous lifestyle updates, I showed the latest research that indicates that there's important targeted dietary and supplementation strategies that can slow aging, enhance longevity, decrease risk of degenerative diseases, and improve the management of various health conditions. But an underlying requisite of health promotion, longevity, and decreased risk of many degenerative diseases involves daily physical activity as well. Exercise is a unique and essential aspect of keeping your body and your brain healthy that's required in addition to prudent diet and possibly a personalized supplementation program. So I personally endorse the combination of resistance training and endurance activity. Resistance training helps to preserve your muscle strength, balance, bone density, and blood flow to some degree. And endurance activity is, of course, very good for your heart and your brain, your lungs, oxygen delivery to your tissues, and overall blood circulation. Most people know that. There's simply no substitute for exercise when it comes to delivering these specific outcomes. So playing sports can help provide endurance training benefits, which is a good solution for people who don't like formal aerobic exercise equipment, aerobic classes, high-intensity dance classes, jogging, cycling, cross-country skiing, snowshoeing, and the like. Everyone is different in terms of what activities they're drawn to or can tolerate. The important thing is to find something you can stick with and do it regularly, aiming for at least 60 minutes of moderate exercise intensity per day. So I've included the reference for this study in the text below. As we get older, exercise really is a critical part of maintaining a highly functioning body and mind, and improving your overall healthy life expectancy. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.